Sorry for the break in the video and the part one, part two. But anyway, so you are a product of the corporation, United States of America. United States of America is a corporation. Became a corporation shortly after they declared martial law and shortly after the Civil War. And what they're doing through the marriage certificate, the marriage process, is ensuring that their product is taken care of properly. Uh, the way they create a new product is by having their two individuals having sex. They have sex, a child pops out, they have another product, they need a certificate of manifest as you come through your mother's birth canal or break through her water, which is why it's all based on UCC, Uniform Commercial Code, which is the, the law of water, not the law of the land, which is civil or common law. And therefore, the certificate of manifest has the full description of the product, um, and of course, the child is registered to the state, which means that you no longer own the child. The government now owns the child, which is what allows them to come into your house and say, "Hey, you're not fit to take care of this child, so we're sending social services to come take it because it's our product, and we want to make sure that our product is developed in the way that we want it to develop." Now, in most indigenous cultures, the way that they raised children was the tribe had children. It was just the children. It wasn't necessarily your child, my child, his child, all that bullshit. And everyone participated in raising the children. And then that way you get that many more masculine aspects and that many more feminine aspects, which contribute to your completion as a whole being. And instead of, the way we have it now, where it's you have all your male, or the majority of your male influence coming from your father, and the majority of your male influence coming from your mother, which is one male, one female, one way of looking at the world, one viewpoint, which is usually the same between the two of them, because that's why they're married, is because they have the same belief systems. Um, and all the while, they most likely never stop to think, hey, wait a minute, maybe my parents indoctrinated me into a system. Maybe my parents were imposing a belief system upon me that I didn't necessarily make the choice to believe in myself. But I'm gonna fucking teach it to my child anyway because I don't know any better. Anyway, so um, the relationship between you and another person, whether it be male or female, uh, is um, should be, or ideally would be, a situation where each individual person is complete and whole within themselves, needing nobody, needing nothing else besides themselves, because they are it. They are the one. They are the entity. I know I talked about um, the concept of there being one man and one female, but in reality, there's only one person, and it's an androgynous being, and it is existence. It is the self. It is the consciousness. It is the I. Um, so in that way, pay attention to your relationships. Pay attention to uh, what it is you're really jealous about. What is the basis for this jealousy? Is it really simply just me wanting to control another person and have that person to lean on, to use as a crutch to ignore the aspects of myself that I don't want to address, and simply love myself? That's basically what it comes down to. Is you don't fucking love yourself, and it's hurting the world, really. Um, because each person has within them masculine and feminine energies, which um, really explains the concept of homosexuality. A man desiring to have sex with another man is simply playing out his feminine aspects. The feminine energies within him is desirous of another male. Um, The reason why a male would be expressing his feminine aspects in opposition to the physical representation of his being um, can be gone. I mean, there's you could write fucking volumes on why gay people are gay, but basically it comes down to how they're raised. It comes down to the influences that they have absorbed in their consciousness throughout their birthing process and their growing up. But the bottom line is, everyone's androgynous. Everyone, this physical world is not really here. It's not actually physical. It's all an illusion. Energetically speaking, every single person is an androgynous being. In that way, not only are you an androgynous being, you are the one androgynous being. You are it. Um, that's, I mean, you are the one. There is nothing else you need. You don't need another fucking person. You don't need anything. There's nothing you need. You are complete. Everything is perfect. Everything. Every fucking single thing in this reality is perfect. And if you think it's not, if you think that it's somehow imperfect or whatever, you're going to have to deal with that. You're going to have to deal with those thoughts. You're going to have to deal with what manifests through those thoughts. And it'll be unto you to deal with it. So, just be complete within yourself. Understand, you need nothing else. You are perfect. You are whole and complete. You are the one being, the one eternal spirit. And if you're going to have a relationship with another person, analyze it. Figure out what parts of that relationship are beneficial to both people and which parts are not beneficial. I would suggest that if you have to tell your partner what to do and restrict them in any way from expressing themselves, whether it be having sex with another fucking person or whatever the fuck they do, analyze that. Think about that. Why? Why are you trying to control that person? What is it about that person that you feel you are so attached to? What part of that person is compensating for you or you're lacking? So yeah. Thanks for listening. You are the one. You are complete. You are perfect. There is nothing else that you need.